Built to Create Value, a practical guide to developing the mindset, character, and skills of a successful entrepreneur. Written by Daniel Eremesele, Developing Your Gifts, Talents, and Potential. Welcome to Built to Create Value. This is Session 16, Developing Your Gifts, Talents, and Potential. Many people possess abilities that never become useful because they remain undeveloped. Talent is a beginning, not a finished product. Entrepreneurship requires you to turn natural ability into competence and then apply that competence to real human needs. As you listen, do not treat this simply as information. Think about your own life, your work, your business, and the kind of entrepreneur you are becoming. Talent is raw material. Think of a valuable resource hidden beneath the ground. Its potential may be great, but it must be discovered, extracted, refined, and developed before it becomes useful. Human abilities are similar. A gift can remain economically invisible until it is trained, refined, organized, and applied. Possessing talent does not automatically guarantee success. Talent gives you potential, but development determines what that potential can become. A person may have a natural ability to communicate, lead, create, teach, organize, or solve problems, but that ability must be strengthened through learning and consistent practice. Your gift is what you begin with. Your skill is what your gift becomes after it has been developed. Identify what is already within you. Your strengths may include communication, leadership, creativity, organization, design, music, teaching, technology, sales, writing, problem-solving, craftsmanship, hospitality, analysis, or many other abilities. Pay attention to what you naturally do well. Consider the activities that hold your attention, the problems you enjoy solving, and the contributions people repeatedly appreciate in you. Ask yourself, what activities make me feel energized and productive? What do people regularly ask me to help them accomplish? What kinds of problems do I naturally notice? What have I learned more quickly than others? What responsibility do people confidently entrust to me? The answers to these questions may reveal abilities that you have overlooked or undervalued. Sometimes people ignore the gifts because those abilities feel ordinary to them. What comes naturally to you may be difficult for someone else. Do not dismiss an ability simply because you have possessed it for a long time. Recognizing your gift is the beginning of responsible development. Invest in your mind. Your business cannot sustainably grow beyond your ability to understand and manage what it is becoming. Read, study, attend training, ask questions, observe stronger systems, learn from experienced people. The more you learn, the wider the range of problems you can solve. Knowledge increases your capacity to recognize opportunities, make sound decisions, and avoid preventable mistakes. It helps you move beyond enthusiasm into informed action. You do not need to know everything before you begin. However, you must remain willing to learn as your responsibilities grow. Every new level of business requires a new level of understanding. More customers require better customer service knowledge. More employees require stronger leadership. More income requires improved financial discipline. Greater visibility requires stronger communication and character. Investing in your mind is one of the most valuable investments you can make because knowledge and developed skills travel with you. Practice turns knowledge into skill. Reading alone is not development. Information must be applied. If you are learning sales, practice having conversations with potential customers. If you are learning design, create designs and request constructive feedback. If you are learning bookkeeping, work with real numbers and financial records. If you are learning public speaking, find opportunities to speak. If you are learning leadership, begin by managing your own time, habits, and responsibilities effectively. Competence grows through use. You may make mistakes during the learning process, but responsible practice helps you identify weaknesses and improve your performance. Do not allow the fear of imperfection to keep your abilities undeveloped. The goal is not to appear talented. The goal is to become capable. Environment matters. Spend time around people, systems, and ideas that challenge your standards. Your environment can normalize excellence or normalize excuses. It can encourage discipline or strengthen complacency. You do not need to imitate another person's life. However, exposure to strong standards can help you recognize what is possible. Seek relationships with people who are committed to growth, integrity, responsibility, and meaningful contribution. Learn from mentors, experienced professionals, responsible business owners, teachers, and people who demonstrate the qualities you want to develop. At the same time, take responsibility for the environment you create around yourself. Protect your attention from influences that continually weaken your confidence, distract you from your priorities, or make excuses appear acceptable. Growth becomes easier when your environment supports the person you are working to become. Develop what the market values. Not every talent automatically becomes a business. You must connect your ability to a genuine need. Ask what customers are willing to pay for, what result they care about, and what standard they expect. Development becomes commercially powerful when your skill solves a problem people recognize. For example, the ability to cook can be developed into catering, food production, recipe development, hospitality services, or cooking education. The ability to communicate can be developed into teaching, marketing, public speaking, customer service, writing, or media production. The commercial value of an ability depends on how effectively it is developed, positioned, and used to produce a meaningful result. Do not ask only, "What am I good at?" Also ask, "Who needs this ability? What problem can it solve? And how can I deliver the solution consistently?" The goal is usefulness. Do not develop yourself merely to impress people. Develop yourself to become useful. The more effectively you can solve meaningful problems, the more valuable your contribution can become. Usefulness is not the same as popularity. You may not always receive immediate recognition for your development, but every valuable skill increases your capacity to contribute. Focus on becoming dependable. Improve the quality of your work. Honor your commitments. Learn how to communicate clearly. Complete what you begin. Treat people respectfully. Continue learning from feedback. When your gift is combined with knowledge, character, practice, and service, it becomes more than potential. It becomes a valuable contribution. Personal reflection and action. Take some time to reflect on the following questions. What are your 3 strongest natural abilities? What evidence do you have that these abilities are present in your life? What professional skill would turn each ability into a higher value capability? What genuine human or business problem could each ability help solve? What weakness is presently limiting the usefulness of your talent? What book, course, practice routine, or mentorship relationship could help you improve? Choose one structured learning program, practice routine, or mentorship relationship for the next 6 months. Write down the skill you want to develop, the action you will take every week, and the result you hope to achieve. Closing. Thank you for listening to Session 16 of Built to Create Value, written by Daniel Eramesele. Take time to complete the reflection questions before you continue. Growth becomes stronger when information is converted into action. In our next session, we will continue with turning potential into marketable value. Until then, keep learning, keep growing, and keep building your capacity to create value. YouTube title card. Built to Create Value, Session 16. Developing Your Gifts, Talents, and Potential. Written by Daniel Eramesele. We sincerely appreciate the time you have spent with us. We look forward to connecting with you again. Until then, remain blessed, continue exploring the treasures God has placed within you, and remember to listen to our other inspirational materials. We would be grateful to receive your feedback and hear how this audiobook has blessed, encouraged, or transformed your life. Please help us to like and subscribe to our channel to help us reach more people. Thank you once again.